Hi, this is Brenda Devine. Thank you for joining and listening to my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose with Brenda Devine. So, this podcast was started about 3 years ago, and the purpose behind this podcast is to share the importance of purpose in our everyday lives. I hope that you have an opportunity to listen to every podcast. I hope that you start from the beginning and go through and not pick and choose what you want to listen to, but to start from the very beginning and to embrace and listen and open your mind to the conversation about living our life on purpose. Hi, this is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute. Hey, thank you for joining me for another episode of my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose. So, first, I want to apologize for being away for so long. Um, it has been really busy for me. My project, the one aligned for my purpose corner store, um, I've been going through construction and we're done, and there's so many different things to do. And I need quiet time to do a podcast. So this morning I have a few minutes of quiet time. So today's topic is you want everything but God. So I want to start out that if you are a believer, if you read the Bible, if you study and apply it to your life, to you, not just other people, if you work to understand the Bible, if you, how can I say, open yourself up for the Bible to heal you, to heal your brokenness, there should be a willingness, an eagerness to have a relationship with God. And what I guess I'm not going to say I'm finding, but I guess I've been taking more notice of is that we want everything but God. And I can say that I have lived that life for 50 years of I wanted everything but God. And it's easy when we have this low-hanging fruit to distract us, this society. We have our phones, we have our family, our jobs, our obligations, our children, our health, um, politics, money, education. It's just friendships, family. There's just so much that distracts us. And depending on your type of personality, you might be able to sort through that. But then there are others, um, and I've had my moments. Trust me, I've had my moments too. That we will put others, we will put others and other things in front of ourselves, and that means we will also do the same and put those things in front of God. We have relationships with everything in this life. We have relationships with our family and our children and our jobs and our businesses and where we live and our communities and our friends. We have relationships with everyone but God. And that's something to think about. We have relationships with everyone but God. And so we want everything but God. So I want to put that out there for you to think about, to marinate on. How is your relationship with God? Beyond just reading the Bible and going to church, we can all do that. We all, a good portion of us, we do that. But how is that working? Do you feel a change? I know I was raised to go to church. Never had a full understanding of what church was other than some place to go on Sunday and spend hours there and then leave going, "Oh, okay, I don't have to do this again till next week." That's not what church and faith should be. Our relationship with God should be about us understanding what his intention has been, is, and will be towards us. He loves us. He cares for us. He provides for us. He gives us the gift of salvation. The Bible shows us this all throughout the Bible. It is weaved with God's love and understanding for us. But we don't get it. And I'm going to say we because I've been in the we. And I don't always get everything either. Trust me. It has to all getting it requires that we read and we study and we open our hearts to receive the correction and the direction. But most of us don't want to lower our pride. We don't want to put that down to understand what the Bible is truly saying to us, to step back and see it. Yes, the Bible can be confusing. Yes, I've read that it's not in the order that it would be to make it easier to read. But guess what? There are study Bibles out there. Amazon, bookstores, there are study Bibles to that have been fashioned for your needs. So don't just say I can't understand the Bible. Get you a study Bible so that you can read what the Bible is telling you beyond the words on the surface so that you can have the understanding that you need to move forward with your relationship with God. We will go to school and study for years to get a degree, but we won't put the time in to read the Bible and study it. Reading, we need to read and apply, not just memorize Bible verses, but to read the Word and apply it to our own lives. Okay? So, yes, you can have the job. Yes, you can have the kids. Yes, you can have finances. Yes, you can have the car. Yes, you can have a position. Yes, you can be in an organization. But God comes first. Your relationship with God comes first. And then everything else. And I I I have a way of sorting things out of where I put my attention to, where I put my energy to, where I put my heart to, where I put my work to. I separate things. Is it a God idea or not? If it's a God idea, I do it first. If it's a not or a good thing, and now I say a good thing, it might be something that you're like, I really want to do this, but it might not be prompting you like a God thing. You can still do that good thing, but the God thing comes first. So if you can think about in your own life, start thinking about or write them down if you have to. What are the God things in my life that I need to do? And what are the good things that I need to do? And then put them in the correct order. And yes, that's going to include your family, your children, your kids, your money, your emotions, your job, your business, your spouse, your partner, your kids, mom and dad too. You put them in the order where God is first, and then you can have time for the good things. But you will find that you will have more peace doing the God things first, the good things after. So, something to think about as we live in this world that seems to be getting so much more complex. But really, when I think about it, As the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. There's still people. We still have relationships with people. And they pretty much have been the same throughout the ages. So the goal here, as a human, as a child of God, as a believer, as a servant, to understand that God is first, everything else has to come behind. So something to think about. This is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Hey, this is Brenda again. I hope that you have enjoyed listening to the episode, the podcast episode. And I want you to consider taking time out of your busy days to read the Bible for yourself, to apply the word to your life, to align yourself to the word, and watch how your life changes as you discover the importance of purpose in your own life. And also, if you want additional information about this ministry, the Purpose 8 Ministry, please go to our website, purpose8institute.com. Talk to you later. Thank you. Bye bye.